bunch of high-impact things.
I mean, the question I guess you have to ask yourself is this: is a deck like this white, black, red, and barrel rights deck better than a Jund deck, which is basically just another good card deck?
But has Thragtusk and Farseek?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that's the question you have to ask yourself. Don't know the answer to that question, but I think there are merits for playing each deck.
Yes.
As we cut into our next match here, we have Joel Sauerwien playing Bant Surge on your left.
Primal Surge?
There are 2 copies of that here. Among a lot of other things, Ryan Rickler on your on your right, playing Blue Red Flash.
What is
much more
Descendant's
traditional
Path
deck.
do?
Descendant's Path is a card we'll bring up on the screen so we don't have to guess.
Okay.
Because I know it has a lot of text, and I can't remember what it does, but the other cards that are in his deck, we'll do a brief rundown for you guys. Thragtusk, Gyre Sage, Arbor Elf, Elvish Visionary, Master Pyromancer, Elvish Archer, 2 copies of Rock's Faithbender, 1 Collective Blessing, 2 Akroma's Memorial, 1 Garrett Primal Hunter, 2 Primal Surge, and 4 of the card on the screen. Descendant's Path, which is a lithograph that we do have for sale over at StarCityGames.com, drawn by our feature artist at Grand Prix Charlotte, Therese Nielsen.
She's awesome.
And there it is in all its glory, my friend, and what it does.
I'm still reading it. Hold on.
Text, a lot of it.
Yeah. All right. So it does some stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, it does things, stuff and things, guys.
On the other side, we have Blue, White, Red with Assemble the Legion.
Starting?
Yes, sir. 2X.
All right.
He's got the Blasphemous Act and the Harvest Pyre. And 2 Izzet Charms. Interesting choice.
So more of the Darren Menard school of thought here of starting Assemble the Legion. Get a leg up in the mirror, maybe other places as well. As we do join this Game 3 in progress, you see Joel is going to play a Breeding Pool. You see his hand, he has an Elvish Visionary. He also has an Akroma's Memorial in his hand as well.
Look at all those dudes.
He's going to be adding a bunch of mana now.
He has so many permanents right now.
And that is an Akroma's Memorial.
Can't imagine that's resolving.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's resolving either. So if that does, this game is over.
Yeah.
So Akroma's Memorial gets negated immediately. Now we're going to see some mana here. And Elvish Visionary gets the thumbs up, draws Joel another Gyre Sage. And looks like he's just going to hang back on defense. As we're going to see a Thought Scour here from Ryan. He's going to turn over 2 cards and draw a new one.
He's going to keep the secret from us, though.
Yeah, no one's allowed to know what those cards are. As Ryan draws, looks like another Boros Reckoner.
So he looks pretty flush with spells, but kind of short on mana. Really is going to need a Wrath effect this game, I feel. And it looks like he only has 1 Blasphemous Act main and 1 in the board. Oh, he also has 2 Supreme Verdicts, so he goes up to 4.
He's ahead on life total right now, however. You know, obviously Joel has more things that are in play, but Ryan's at 18 and Joel's at 11. And
he's about to be hit by 7. Yeah, about to be hit with 7 more, plus whatever Reckoner deals.
Of course, you know.
This is getting to the point where like Harvest Pyre is lethal on your own Boros Reckoner.
And we see guys the same draft that can just run right face front into that Thragtusk to get 4 points of damage across, and then the Reckoner can cause a little bit of havoc here if he chumps blocks it. He can move the 1 upstairs to Joel's head. He can move the 1 to the other Reckoner, maybe the Arbor Elf, what have you. Definitely has some decisions to make, but it looks like Joel's going to be at least moving down to 7 this turn.
Yeah. Which is enough that the Reckoner would indeed be lethal.
The question is, does he have that Harvest Pyre in his hand? As if he does, this game will be over immediately.
Ooh, there's also, is that Archdruid? Which means that's actually a 2/2 Visionary, so a little more damage. I mean, now we're talking getting to 5, and that's like 2 Searing Spears. That's a Searing Spear and a Pillar.
Yeah.
That's easy.
And it looks like Ryan does have a lot of cards in his hand, too, so looks like damage is going to resolve. He puts the damage from Reckoner right upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, Reckoner's still alive.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going anywhere. Okay. So looks like Joel, as long as our light totals are correct, is going to move down to
5 ball.
5.
Oh, a little life discrepancy. The difference between 5 and like 6 or 7 is pretty big.
Yeah.
Well, the difference between 5 and 6 is pretty big, and the difference between 6 and 7 is huge.
Yeah. But But it's only a number.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
How could one be more important than the next?
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe when you're older, son.
See Ryan.
That's pretty good hair.
Ryan looks a little bit disappointed, maybe? What's going on here? It seems to me, if I'm wrong, I'm probably pretty happy with what's going on here, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that is not. That is a look of disgust, if anything.
That doesn't look like a poker face to me
No.
either. You know, this is a sort of bluff.
How sick would it be if he's just slow rolling? He's just like, Harvest Fire.
I guess Spear Pillar you.
No, I mean he's missing land drops, and he's gonna have to sequence his spells very carefully if he's gonna want to survive.
I mean, Joel definitely has, you know, a nice
board presence there.
board presence over there for sure. And counting up the damage here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, this looks like 13 damage he has present on the board. Doesn't look like it's going to be a lethal attack. But Ryan is just going to pass the turn back. So he draws.
So what are you looking to do here?
You see a Temple Garden, you see a Gyre Sage, and you see a Mystery card over there. He does have some big splashy cards he can play, like that Corvus Memorial that we saw last turn. But he doesn't look like he has another one of those in his hand. He's going to play Temple Garden untapped, so he's going to go to 3.
Wow, that is bold. And here it is.
And
without even getting past priority.
He hasn't even passed priority.
Without even getting past priority.
He could not Boros Charm fast enough. Woo! So Ryan Rickler said, whatever thing you are going to cast, or if you move to the next phase of the game,